All right, welcome to the Slater Game Challenge. We have a great crew here. Super excited for today. There's been so much build up to this, so many really great entries, and we have a really fun kind of next hour planned. And yeah, so while we are getting started, maybe we can just kind of go around for anyone that's new. We'll do some introductions, and yeah. So Melissa, if you want to start, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Thank you for inviting me to judge this amazing competition. First of all, and second, my name is Melissa Mendez, and I am an agency owner and web designer specializing in Webflow. And then I also have a fun community called the Flow Party.
Awesome, thank you, Melissa. Emily, it goes without saying, but we'll let you do an introduction anyway.
Thanks so much, Mason. Hi, everyone, and good to be up on stage with some really awesome friendly faces and a nice little throwback to last year's Webflow Conf too, Claudia and Melissa. My name is Emily, and I lead community over at Webflow, as well as all things agency and freelancer marketing. So really excited to be here and really amped up through definitely did see my face pop up in a silent way one of these. And really excited to go through all of them today.
And Claudia, also extra points, Claudia, for repping your Edgar Allan shirt. So nice work there. Yeah.
Wearing it with pride. Hi everyone. Yes, I'm having throwback memories here with these ladies. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mason, for having us back together, the powerhouse. This is Claudia. I'm the founder at Floxy's Community, an international community for women in UX UI design and Webflow. And I also work full-time as a community manager at No Code Ops. And I've been a gamer ever since I was 5 years old. So this is definitely my challenge. I can't wait. I had a quick sneak peek into all the creations and I had a little play around. I'm not sure whether I was allowed or not to do that, but I couldn't resist. And I'm looking forward to playing some more.
Yeah, this is super fun. And just the whole, like we've been doing a few different challenges. This is absolutely our most fun challenge. My name's Mason with Edgar Allan. Just, we've been building Slater since really almost since Webflow Conf. So Slater, for anyone who's maybe just getting started or kind of coming in, was a result of the work that we did with Letter Run. So we built Letter Run, and that's letter-run.webflow.io. And through that process, we discovered a few things where we're like, man, scripting in Webflow is really difficult. And so we ended up building a scripting layer for Webflow. Webflow this year has now come out with Webflow apps, which allows so many people to extend Webflow in so many incredible ways. And so we were able to kind of get a part of that app launch. And since then, it has been amazing to watch what people have been building, everything from the very practical, just like hooking up a form, or saving something to a cookie. I saw a couple of the games. If you go back, it'll remember your high score, which is great, just like to see people doing those little things and doing that all through prompting. And for today, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and just celebrate all of this hard work. I think this is really getting to the sort of drumbeat of Webflow Conf and kind of bringing people together and just having fun. The other great thing that I love about games, we've done some more practical challenges and things like that, but is that it kind of pushes you outside of your comfort zone to be able to try new things. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But it's about being able to just explore ideas, and especially as I think more and more of this, looking at this intersection between what we'd say is no code and then actually knowing some code, and also bringing more people into being able to build. So you can be a visual developer and you can be a traditional developer. And so that's something that we're really excited about. Also want to just celebrate everyone who's in the chat. Man, we've got a ton of comments that are kind of happening there. Jack's in the background, by the way. So he's kind of, I would say, metaphorically kind of DJing and making sure that we've got, I don't know, all of our AV stuff. He might pop in here and there. But I'm going to go in and screen share and kind of flip over. So can everyone see this? Yes, no?
Yes.
All right, so cool. So Slater Game Challenge Judgment Day, and I'll go in and now I've got this is I'll go full screen here. Yeah, wow. I'm sure everyone, if you're kind of getting ready for Webflow conference or just really excited about it, it can be a dizzying time. Also, one of the things we're going to be rolling out today is our new brand, and for everyone to be able to get kind of a sneak peek at that. And we've been building Slater with some of the best Webflow developers in the world, and we have learned so much. We, as I said, started at kind of the beginning of the year, went out kind of early with a product that I would say was not totally finished. Even today, we don't have any help docs. So anyone that's building anything, like they're jumping in on Wednesdays, figuring it out with us. And we have help docs that are on the way. People are starting to create videos of how they're building things with Slater. But it's really, I think it's great in just in terms of how people are coming together. I want to give a shout out to the 473 agency, Martina and Juan. They've been helping us with the brand work. Also the team at Edgar Allan. And then Josh Mann, he's been, he threw out some of the initial ideas, and the team at Fern has been helping us with a beautiful motion piece. We're going to have a launch video for whatever it is, Product Hunt. So that's kind of in the works. And then just so many more people. We've gotten so much feedback. The Webflow team has been incredible in terms of, we're just getting started, even being like, you might want to think about this for your terms of service and things like that. So just as more people are building apps on top of Webflow, it's amazing to kind of drift or kind of being able to learn from this really incredible company. So, here's our site we've launched. And one of the things I just wanted to highlight was, again, just all of the wonderful things that we've been hearing and how we've been building with this group. But into what we're here for today, which is our Slater Challenge. One of the things that I want to emphasize is that really, like, everyone will win something. I tweeted that out. We have some really great prizes, but I also wanted to kind of give a sneak peek of some of the things that people will be able to win. And that is some early versions of our merch. And so we will be either shipping these out or delivering them in person at WebflowConf. We might have a couple extras. So if you find someone on the EA team or within the Slater crew, you can come up and ask them and be able to get one of these really amazing prizes. But for our, both bragging rights and then cold hard cash, we have a first and second place, as well as what we'd say are the wild cards, because I think at some point it's just going to be impossible to judge. I was looking at these beforehand and I'm like, I just don't even know. We have it is a really stiff group of entries here. And so what we'll do is we'll go through, we'll have, everyone talk about kind of their first place and second place. And then after that, we're going to kind of like roll the dice and see what lands where. So any questions, judges, anything that I've maybe missed out on?
Not sure. I might or I might not be playing in the background right now.
All right, good. Well, I think everyone should be. Also, for everyone who is a gamer, we actually have a super special prize that we are going to announce at the end of the stream, so stay tuned. So with that, our categories that we're going to be looking at today are around creativity, originality, and execution. And I would also just throw in there like general fun. So that's one of the big things that we're looking at here. So judges in the background will be kind of looking at these things, and then Jack will help us tally everything up. So our challengers, just going to go through, we've had some really, really awesome challengers here. Dylan, Binto, Andrea, Jeff, JP, Thalbot, if I'm getting, am I saying that right? I read like a spell. So Yar, Casey, and Kayla. Casey and Kayla actually teamed up, which was really cool to see. So I am going to stop going full screen and we'll just jump into the games. So here we go. All right. So for our first one, I'm giving this the superlative of best classic. This is just a classic hangman game. We're going to flip over now to do a quick gameplay. I would say, judges, if you're in the background, welcome to have some commentary here. We're going to start playing. And yeah, so I'm curious, does anyone, what letter should we guess here?
A.
A. All right, let's see what we
We're gonna
got
start
here.
with the vowels.
All right.
Yeah.
That was my problem. I think I was starting with the consonants. All right. A was a no. We'll
E?
try
Already over it.
E. Okay, there's an E. No.
I
no
feel like
O.
we need like an R, like a W or something.
Here,
like
let's
that.
unlock a hint. Let's see. Comes in various shapes.
T.
T. All right.
Ah.
Let's
In
unlock the
various
hint again.
shapes.
Fits into a lock.
Key. It's a key.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
key.
a key.
Hey.
Ah.
Awesome.
We got 2 lives. We got 2 lives left.
Yeah. Ooh, that was,
Level 1.
Yeah.
This is candidly further than I got when I first did it because I'm too stubborn to click hints and just
Yep.
like couldn't do it.
Yeah. What I love is, again, like not just a hangman game, but like the hints are fantastic, because otherwise I think I wouldn't make it to the next level.
Yeah.
We'll do one more round and we'll jump to the next one.
Okay.
O. What other vowel here?
Does it work when you're pressing the keyboard, or do you have to click on it?
Oh,
Just-
good question. Good question.
Just looking at technicalities and then, yeah.
No keyboard capture here. So
No
looks like
keyboard
click
capture.
only, but that could be a good update for the next version. So we have an A.
So is it related to the first or not?
I don't know. Let's check. Okay,
It's
headwear.
a hat.
Okay.
Damn, you guys are good. I'm here like,
Yeah.
where? Like what?
I call Claudia on any future
Pub
Yeah.
quiz. Pub quiz in London.
All right,
do this.
Claudia. I think we just got to go for one more here. Let's start
Yeah,
with
I agree.
E. Okay,
Ends with E.
maybe an A.
A game. Game.
Oh,
A million
Game.
words.
Game.
G. No.
Oh, no.
No.
Maybe we'll
What,
try.
put,
ahead. Well,
N or take.
Oh,
Bake.
Maybe
bake. No.
M.
Tank.
Cake.
Make.
Take.
Oh, no.
Cake. As in a cake.
All right. Let's get a hint.
No?
Cake.
Serve-
You're right.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I kept hitting K. Awesome. We only used one hint there. So yeah, really incredible. Go and follow Bento here. And his game is listed. If you jump on a Slater, you can go and get a full lineup of all of these. So if you want to be kind of playing in the background. And if there's any comments or anything, I can't see anyone else's screen right now. So Melissa or Emily, just go ahead and let me know what you're hearing there. All right, let's. So that is what I would say wins the superlative of best classic. Best use of humor. So Dylan, this one was just like I rolled on the floor like laughing with this one. So let's go over here, check my reflexes. And I don't know if anyone can hear the sound in the background, but this was really fun to kind of.
The sound is so funny in it.
Oh, you got me right in the face.
I played this game for much longer than I would like to admit.
I know.
To the point where someone shared it with me when it was first posted, and I was in the office, and like my desk is like just in the middle of our general space, and it was huge on my screen. And Bryant walked by, and it was like, "What are you doing?"
Research.
Yeah,
Research.
very important. This is extremely
I think,
important.
yeah, this game was so fun. It kind of caught me by surprise. I'm like, wait, is that my head in there? Is that Emily? Like, it's that, what's happening here? I'm like, wait, let me open it. And I also played like 10 minutes.
It's just like very, very entertaining. I also like don't know where they got that photo from. Like that's it's a shot of me doing an interview for a financial piece in like 2019. So I'm like from a video.
we have a question from the chat for the judges. Question for the judges. Did you try to hit your own face more than
Oh, yeah.
others?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would just try to hit anything. Like, I really need a mouse or something. This on a trackpad is very difficult.
I was like, actually, I was just going straight for Mason.
I will say this: I could never hit Vlad. I don't know if there's like a blocker on Vlad.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
Ran Segal, on the other hand, was right in the middle.
The other thing that is really fun, speaking of which, Emily, is like Bryant, he retweeted this, which was awesome to see. So you can go over to Bryant's Twitter, and he had said some really nice things about this one. So I don't know if that gets you extra points, but it's pretty awesome when you get that type of comment on Twitter. All right, I am going to I'm actually going to reload this so I don't get the music in the background. All right, so that is our best use of humor, and yes, so funny and really, really great. Also, just love the kind of fun graphics on this one. Okay, I'm calling this one Best Dance Moves. And if you haven't seen this, JP actually went and connected this to his, I guess, power pad or like whatever this is. And yeah, Arrow Hero. So are you guys ready?
So ready for this.
Now that I know that I can connect this to this pad that's been gathering dust in my home, I know what I'm doing later.
Yeah, I want to figure out like how to get this playing somewhere at WebflowConf, and
I mean, our after party for San Francisco is at a game bar.
Ooh,
that's perfect.
Well, if I can find a gamepad, I will absolutely try to get this set up. So this one, yeah. I think this one.
Yeah, that's so cool.
This like brings me back to like deeply competitive, like teenage era for me. Loved this. I don't know why I ever stopped.
It's very satisfying, the color when you hit the right button, and then just reminds me of Guitar Hero as well, that I love playing. So I was a big fan.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Guitar Hero also.
Yeah, it's somewhere between like Dance Dance Revolution and Guitar Hero.
I would like to, this is open invitation. Oh my God. Nelson literally just dropped my favorite song from DDR. Open invitation though, please come find me if you are going to be at the after party for WebflowConf in SF. I will take any of you in DDR. I will do it.
Ooh, that sounds like a challenge. All right. So this one, again, just incredible. All right. I guess that's a pretty good effort.
Valiant effort. I think that's JP trying to be kind to you.
Okay. So this one is just really, really incredible. Amazing work there, JP. And by the way, go back in and watch his video. It's cool to see him connecting this, and you can then see the Slater code right here. So it's full circle. All right. I'm calling this one Best Community Engagement, and this one is from Andrea. It's been awesome to get to know Andrea this year. She's been really active in the, let's see, where is it? Oh, here we go.
She's rocking it this year.
Yeah, totally. So she's been joining us on our Slater calls, and what this is really funny is like we have the watch parties up here, or we have the different locations. We have a watch party, and then trying to get, I'm not super great at this, but trying to get our character here to, and the sound in the background is so legitimate. So
it's so cool. It reminds me of a Game Boy game. Even the graphic, the typography that she chose, and yeah, I can see this in a little screen.
Yeah.
100%. Even just like the vibrant colors that she chose and just like the limited palette is just like, it's so retro and so satisfying.
Come on, Mason, take us home.
I know. I'm trying. I am like
Mason.
I am the worst at this.
Wait, so how does it work? Like the Fluxy's logo has to like jump up?
Yeah, you have to move
get
and avoid the
like
cars.
Frogger. You have to like dodge all of the incoming traffic to get to your destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go for it. It doesn't matter.
No.
Mason
That's
does not know
it.
how to walk.
Hey.
Yes.
Where did I go? Oh.
I think you're in SF.
All right. Hey, I made it to SF. So yeah, and apparently now I haven't been able to do this, and we can get details after the fact, but there are other communities that you can help get to other locations. So pretty cool.
Cool.
So I'm saying that's best community engagement. And let's see here. All right, Jeff, man, bring in the Rive this year. I hadn't even heard of Rive this time last year, and like now, like I'm just looking at it all over the place.
Jeff is like
So
single-handedly driving the Rive narrative, I swear.
yes, yeah. He's been doing so much, and what's really cool is like he's posting all of these things on like how to bring together Rive and Webflow. Hey, Storm is watching my click them. Yes, I will. Help me steer my tube mobile to collect the tools on the road. Got it. Fun fact, Jeff had posted that the voiceover in this is actually his son. And so his son,
Really?
you'll hear the woohoo in the background.
Oh, that's cute.
It's
It's just like, it is like so legitimately cute. Like the music and yeah, and then he's doing like the kind of the road here in Rive, and then the interactions within Slater, and then all kind of sitting on top of Webflow, and then and then the speed starts to increase from Slater as well.
Cool. I love the landscape. So like, cool. It's giving a great perspective of the road, like infinite road.
I love the
for everyone in the audience. I'm getting the audio, but the audio is, it kind of makes it.
That is so cool.
And now Mason is hypnotized. I'm hypnotized.
I know.
By these tentacles.
I'm here
I'm just like,
according to Jeff, every 5 tools you collect, it speeds up. Nice.
So yeah, just incredible and so authentic. Like I could see like our kids playing this quite a bit. So really incredible work there, Jeff. Best story. All right. If for anyone that's played kind of a, one of these text-based games, it kind of took me back to Myst. Anyone from
yes. Oh my god, that was on Windows 95. I was playing Myst.
Yeah. I think like a nice touch would be where you'd have to, like, as you're going through this, if you had to switch out the CDs, like you didn't really, but
oh my god,
or the discs. Yeah. So maybe I can get help from the audience here. So this is like saying we're going to create a fire, and to activate the time machine, I have to find myself transported into an unknown land at the heart of prehistory. The music in this is wonderful. The backgrounds are just like beautiful. I'd love to know more around like how these backgrounds were created. After the fact here, I'd really love to do kind of a series of interviews with everyone that created one of these games. Apparently I do mushrooms, and then hey Jack, you want to pipe in and tell me what I need to do here? Just
help a
so this took us a while, but I believe mushrooms are essential to create fire. So
really, is that like a known thing in life that we should all know?
No, sorry, that was sarcasm. I didn't really land. I don't know why you need mushrooms to create fire. I'm not a caveman, but I've never used mushrooms. So
All right. So what else do I need here, Jack?
Probably the sand.
so
Well,
I think
you need
the
wood.
flint.
I mean, definitely the wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the flint?
Yeah, the first
Top.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
All right.
Okay, nice.
Whew. All right, so we're gonna move to a new era.
Bye.
Okay.
So, and then we have to go through. This one's a real puzzle. And I'm not going to go in and get to any more levels because I really want more people to be able to play this. But the music and the graphics and just the story, really, really beautiful. And again, what's great here as well is like, you know, all of this is Webflow, really being able to kind of like tightly kern like how the type looks, being able to use the imagery in there, things along those lines, and then just layering on top of that just a little bit of JavaScript. So.
That's Zeus. Zeus.
For sure.
Zeus? You think
Yeah.
Z-U?
Yeah.
Z-E.
Claudia.
Z-E-U.
Oh my God.
Z-E.
Yeah.
Z-E-U. And don't, let's see. Q-R-S-T.
Whoop, there it is.
S?
S. Yeah. I like the
Oh.
typography as well.
All right.
Nice one.
Yeah, Claudia, I can tell you're quite good at this stuff.
For real.
Right, so-
Literally, I think it was Jack. He was like, "Hey, Claudia, you like video games, right?" I was like, "I love video games." Well, are you up for this? I was like, 100%.
Yeah. The level of detail on this, just with, again, like these really beautiful, beautiful graphics and story. Spend some time with this one. It's wonderful. So this next one, all right, the classic tic-tac-toe. Also, I want to kind of call out for Yar. He has been doing 100 days of no code, and just he will go in 5 or 10 minutes and be able to break down, you know, really amazing things to do with a lot of different tools, everything from Spline to MemberStack to, he's got Slater in there, like. And just so informative. And he, I believe, has one of his videos on tic-tac-toe and how he created this. And so for anyone that's maybe like curious, feeling, you know, a little intimidated by some of the competition out there, or thinking like, oh, I can never do that. He breaks this down in a way so that you know like how you would go through and prompt to this, how you start to connect it into Webflow itself, and go from there. But for this team, who's gonna take the X's and who's gonna take the O? I need some volunteers.
X.
All right. So let's do.
I'm like really bad at tic-tac-toe for some reason.
All right. So
I think I'm
Emily, I'm
cursed.
gonna make you go O.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna just pick spots for everyone. We'll see. Okay, we got O there. See, taking the middle spot's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
But, oh, what's this? Are we going to have...
It's Cat's game.
Oh, draw. All right, let's reset. All right, now I'm going to do a draw again. I'm like, oh, yeah. But what's great here is... you know,
snuck up on yourself.
I did. I was, I didn't know who was going to win there. But what's so cool here is, you know, just having that little bit of conditional logic to know, you know, what row this is in. Is this a horizontal connection? Is this a vertical connection? Like that, I think for me, just being able to showcase conditional logic inside of Webflow like this, but then being able to do it through prompting. Just really incredible. And as I said, Yar has been doing so much around like his video channel is just like blown up out of nowhere. I don't know how he's had the just like patience and time to be able to get these together. It is not easy to put together a 10-minute video. Sometimes it can take me a whole day to put together a 10-minute video. So he's doing some great stuff there.
That's why we do live
All right.
streams.
Yeah, I know. I can spend a whole hour doing this. Casey and Kayla, only group to team up. We said we didn't have to go it alone, and they went for it. So this one is called Debug, and let me jump over here. Also, just love the retro graphics, and we have this really
palette.
color palette's beautiful. I know.
Jump now.
I know.
Oh my god.
We should have had someone else doing the gameplay here.
Wait. Now. Oh my god.
All right.
No. Yes, good. Maybe if you keep it pressed, it goes higher.
See, I have a high score here. Like, I think I'm just nervous.
It's the pressure.
I know it is.
I love number one, like the color palette and how 8-bit it is. I think it's also like extremely real that this is a bug bash or like a bug avoidance in this situation.
Bug avoidance, yeah.
But really, really fun. Also reminds me of I don't know if you guys get this sometimes when you're traveling and your internet goes out on Chrome and you play with a little dinosaur for a little bit. That's also really, really great.
Yeah, that's a cool game as well. I love the long hair of the character as well.
And like flying. So cute.
And she's holding a laptop, I believe, debugging as she runs.
This sky really takes me back. It just feels like NES. There's just like this level of detail here with that little bit of, that little bit of gradient in there. And I believe that Casey did the kind of the build on this, and then Kayla did the design. So just incredible power duo here. And great name, so great concept.
Mason, you can make a sort of retro console at Slater and just have the games from, Andrea and Debug, all those retro games together.
One of the things I was going to ask Jared about is, could we go in and use a little bit of JavaScript to have these games basically load on the Slater site? Jared, here's a fun one. So if you go into Slater, this is Jared's game. Also, he's not qualified to win. But if you go onto the features page and then press escape, you will get 8-bit Edgardo. And then you can use your arrow keys to go and grab elements and move them around.
That's
so cool.
And so we were thinking about, for the games, if we could have maybe at the footer where if you went in and pressed a particular key. Also really fun, press B and it blows up elements.
That's
you could
so
blow
cool.
up the nav.
That is so fun.
This is like a more fun inspect elements.
Yeah, exactly. And I love like the sort of little walk sequence here. So Jared, he was totally paying attention in a meeting this week, and then he was like, "Hey, I put an Easter egg on the Slater site." So
that's so
worth going and checking out. And anyway, but yeah, I'd love to find a way where maybe we at the footer we could have where a lot of these kind of live on. So yeah, as I said, really, really stiff competition. I think it's going to be tough for us to make the call, but we're getting to the time now within today's stream where we're going to have to start to figure out who are the winners. Also something I wanted to be able to put out there was what I'm going to say is the high score challenge. And so I'm putting this out as a bounty for all of the games, and we'll give everyone through Webflow conference, but it's whoever can get the highest score on each one of these games, because I really want people to play these and be able to post about them. Only catch is you have to do a screen recording. So this will keep people from going in and inspecting the element and changing the high score manually. So you have to go in and post your screen recording of how you got that high score. So just to make it legitimate, and make it for a way for more people to get involved here. But let's get in. All right, judges, let's talk about it. How do we want? Maybe if everyone takes 1 minute, and then we'll go around the room and do your first and second place. And then Jack, if you can tally it up for us, we'll go from there.
Are we
Does
gonna
that sound good?
Should we do it in the chat?
in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put on a timer. I wish I had like some hold music here, but maybe what I can do is I can look at if there's any comments or anything. I can't actually like go over to the chat because like that's sort of the behind the scenes. But maybe Jack, if you can tell me, or Emily, if there's any comments from anyone. But otherwise, we'll just wait for 37 seconds.
Shall I let
There, what?
Emily do some judging and I'll do the comments? Would that be?
Yeah, that works. Well, while
Yeah.
we're waiting, I'll continue to kind of play some games in the background.
I'm like,
Okay, cool.
I'm so torn right now. I love so many of these.
I think it's pretty difficult to go through and kind of make the call here. Anything from the audience? I'd love to know, like, if there's any audience call outs.
So there's a few people who are writing in the comments who they think they should win, but if anyone has their ones and twos as well, might help the judges or might influence the judges. I don't know. So yeah, if anyone's in the chat who thinks there is a clear 1 and 2, then write that in the chat. But we've already got a couple of people that have been commenting while you've been looking through them. Gabriel Blanques, he said 100% the winner is Thibaut Legrand. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. GCSE French coming in hot with the storyline one. So the hunt, yeah, this one exactly. So a lot of people are enjoying that game. People have also talked about Jeff's game in the chat as well. But yeah, who is everyone's 1 and 2? If you guys are watching along, vote. Yar says tic-tac-toe for sure. I think he might be a little bit biased there, but that's totally fair. Wit says whack a Webflow did make me laugh right out the gate, so that's my vote. Kendra is also liking Whack a Mason and Jack. I think that's totally fair, Kendra. Jeff for the win for Maria. It's good to see how many varied responses there are, guys. There's a lot of different games that could win. But everyone's a winner in this, guys, just to say as well. I know that we're judging the winners, but everyone's going to metaphorically win, but also win something physical. So
Yeah. So how are we doing with totals here, Jack? Do you have a spreadsheet going, or I guess Emily, I don't know if you're doing totals.
So I've got a 1 and 2 from each of the judges, apart from you, Mason.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And me.
Oh
So
yeah, Melissa's still thinking. Sorry.
I think while you're telling that, Mason, to add on to your $50 bounty, I'll commit to sending over some brand new swag that will be given at WebFlowCon for each of those ones.
Awesome. All right, so we have some high score challenges. So as I said, all you have to do is screen record, post to Twitter your high score of your screen recording. So you just have to show like how you got to that, which means that as you sit down and play one of these, you might just have to have QuickTime running in the background to record your score. But that way we keep it legit and just keep it pretty fun here. So Jack, I would say
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So we are judging right now first and second place, like the winner and the second place.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have a wild card as well. So that's for where we're just like that. We'll spin the wheel and see where we net out.
We're gonna have two wild cards, Mason.
Two wild cards. Yep.
Yeah.
So, Jack, my 1 and 2 is what I told you earlier. And I don't know if we should just go around or how we want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the judges have written in this private chat, but I think it makes sense for them to explain their 1 and 2, because there's people are writing kind of more than 1 and 2, and I feel like maybe they should present them. Does that work with the judges?
It works for me. Can you stop screen sharing for me, and I'll turn off screen sharing, and we'll just we'll talk through this.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like we're all so torn.
Right,
yeah, we're getting very technical. Like, I felt like I was at Bake Off, but for video games. Just like we love them all. They're all amazing, so much talent. But now we were getting really technical into but that graphic or that typography or
Yep. So how about this, Jack? Do you want me to go first? I can break the ice for my 1 and 2. Okay, can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So my 1 and 2 is very difficult, as you were just saying. But I gotta say, JP with Arrow Hero was my 1. Mostly, one so fun, but I love his dance video. That he went the extra step and connected a control pad onto Arrow Hero. It was just incredible. I would say that what was tough after that, like it was really difficult to go and say like what was going to be the second one. For me, I was back and forth between Wacko Webflower and then Debug. Wacko Webflower was the one where it just struck me and I was just laughing. I will say with Debug, that's the one that I've played the most. So, I'm gonna have to go like Debug as my number 2, and then Arrow Hero as my number 1. All right, I'm gonna hand it over now to, let's see, Melissa. I'll let you go next.
Okay, so for me, it was obviously the technical side of it. Just creating it for me, that was already like a challenge, that they were able to actually put this together using Slater and then with Webflow as the base. But as a whole, I feel that my number 2, that's what I'm going to start with, was Enigma, because it was so well done. It's actually like you have to put the effort. You have to do the copy, do the hidden stuff, the clues. So that was really impactful for me, and the graphics were beautiful. And then on first place for me is Waka Webflower by Dylan, because I actually played it for like 10 minutes and then I got a bad score. And I found out on Twitter and went back because I was like, no, I need to get a higher score. Emily also played a lot the games, and I feel like that's the whole point of a game, to be engaging and keep you there. So that's my winner.
Awesome. All right. Who wants to go next? Claudia?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what happened with me with Arrow Hero. That's my absolute number one. I was just like playing it for a good 30 minutes. I think I'm number 6 on your, I was on your leaderboard. So yeah, absolutely loved it. Arrow Hero overall, the design, the engagement, I think is great. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on playing it after this challenge. Whereas my number 2 would be Flogger, because it just really reminded me of a Game Boy game, and it's very easy to play. I like the idea of the communities going to the Webflow Conf. That was really cute. And it does take a little bit of patience to not get run over by those cars, Mason. So you have to you have to play it properly. But no, overall, it was really hard to judge because there's so much talent here, and all the games are absolutely fantastic. So I wish we could pick a winner for everyone, but those are my two picks, I guess.
Awesome. All right, Emily.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. Like, this is just like such a fun combination of like technical difficulty with like just sheer fun. Like, I think this is just so fantastic. I think for me, I I was the one who was just like listing like I love all of these ones. I think the big things that I was looking for was like something that was like really technically difficult or had like a variety of things, or like had something that was like very deeply personal to that person. And my number 2 was very similar to Melissa's, was Enigma. I loved the like calming nature of it, like the music, the fact that like every level was like a different action and like a different logic to go through that I thought was really engaging and kind of peaceful. So that was really, really great. And for my number 1, I chose the Kraken driving one. I'm like a huge sucker for even just like now knowing that that was your son, Jeff, just like really hit me right in the feels. I can just like imagine you sitting down and like creating that and like bringing him along for the literal ride. And I think that just like absolutely melted me. And I think also understanding that there's that complexity of as you gather more tools, it goes faster, and there's relative things in there as well. I really love that, but I definitely have to give some love for Wacko Webflower and Debug. For like, those are definitely the ones that I played the most, shared the most, laughed the most about, and yeah, just so much great work all around.
So good. We need to have the Olympics games.
Yeah, it's this is just, as I said, been incredible. And I didn't know what, like, if anyone would even participate, or just like what we might be able to get back, and for this level of kind of like just bringing it, it's super inspiring. So Jack, how are we doing on our tally? Like, what do we Jack, you there?
That's another game, hide and seek.
I think we might have lost Jack to the co-working spot. All right, we'll give Jack just a second here.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, can I just read back what everyone said? Because people were like, I'm going to go 2 first, I'm going to go 1 first. I just want to double check. So Mason's number 1 is JP. Number 2 is Casey and Kaylee. So JP's Arrow game, number 1, Debug, number 2, essentially. Emily, Kraken, number 1, number 2, Enigma. So Jeff and Thibaut. Melissa, number 1, Wacko Webflower, Dylan Harris. Number 2, Thibaut, with Enigma. Claudia, number 1, Arrow game, JP. Number 2, Andrea Morgan, Vlogger. Yeah?
Yep, correct.
Final votes are in. So, number 1, winner as of 2023. Do we have any sound effects or anything?
I don't, but I need some.
No.
Oh no.
Mason, do you want to just freestyle for us, Mason? Okay, please stop. Okay.
Okay.
So number one winner is JP.
Ooh.
Hey!
All right.
Awesome.
And
Confetti.
yeah, exactly. We need some kind of sound effects. And then number two winner is Thibaut with Enigma.
Ooh. Enigma.
Nice. Congratulations.
Wow.
Stiff competition.
This has been. So, you know, and I think what'll be interesting from here is to see what the audience, what sort of the community puts together with their high scores. So, as I said, we've got the high score competition that's happening next. So anyone that posts a screen recording to Twitter with their high score, we'll start to tally those. Tag it with at Slater app as well as the creator, and obviously link to the game or maybe a repost from Twitter there. And yeah, but just again, thank you to everyone who has put this stuff together. This has been just like incredible to play and just like see everyone's creativity and imagination come together. And yeah, this is our thank you slide. Our thank you for helping out. Thank you to our judges. And for just thank you for everyone that has been working with us to help define what does it mean to bring together code and no code, or no code and knowing code. So for everyone who's joined the office hours, the Edgar Allan team, Jared for helping to put this together, Whit for helping people when they're getting stuck, and yes, Melissa, Claudia, Emily, Jack interviewing just about every single person that has tweeted anything to us. So thank you for being the overall community backbone for Slater. So any other kind of closing comments or things along those lines from our judges, or any comments that are from our audience?
Well, actually, you guys will be, Slater app will be at the Flow Party next week, demoing the product. So I feel like now that we know the capabilities of what we can do with Slater app, it's a great opportunity for people that maybe want to do something similar to learn more about Slater app next week.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Looking forward to it. And then, if you jump in and you're working in it, we also have office hours every Wednesday. Am I getting that correct, Jack? Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah, Wednesdays. And we also have community spotlights where we basically look at people who are using Slater and understand how they're, what they're doing, whether that's as a freelancer or an agency owner. So, yeah. So, and I would say that just for everyone that's been participating in this, want to go through and do spotlights on how they built out their games, because there's definitely some areas in here where I'm like, for example, Jeff did a breakdown of how he built the Kraken, and it was so cool. It's just like a series of tweets, but just going from Rive to Webflow to Slater. And really, really cool. So yeah, and then
Let's do it again.
I think this has been super fun. Now, Jack, we also have potentially a script off, right? We've been talking about doing maybe a live script battle with Josh. Do you want to kind of give everyone a preview there? Might do that within the next week or so. You got to just coordinate schedules. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. So we are going to be doing that. Before we do that, though, Mason, do you remember we were going to do 2 merit-based winners and then 2 random winners?
Oh, that's right. So I almost yes, let's do it. We've got a couple minutes here.
Yeah. So I've got. Okay.
What are our wild cards?
So for everyone that entered, obviously we wanted people who had coding experience to enter and obviously like get make whatever the hell they wanted. But also we wanted people who maybe didn't have as much experience to enter and still potentially win. So I've got a random wheel that
All right.
yeah, I think, Mason, if I send this to you, and then do you want to share the screen and do that? Is that helpful?
I can, yeah. I don't know how you're like. I have the private chat open, so you might just have to take over screen sharing.
Okay, fine, that's all good.
And then everyone can see my desktop here. It's all my windows that are open.
Okay, so if I share the screen, so yeah, like I said, guys, there are people that obviously entered without necessarily having loads of coding experience. So we've got this random wheel spinner that I have prepared. And can you guys see my screen just to double check?
No.
No. Good start. Ideal. That's because I haven't added you. Okay, great. Add to stage. Okay, can you now see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so we have this spinner. This is obviously very, very well thought through. But essentially, we have 2 merit-based winners and then 2 random winners. So the merit-based winners we've already got sorted. So, and then Thibaut, he's not there. Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the spinner. We're going to have a winner from the rest of the competitors, and then we're going to do it again, and we're going to have a final winner. And then we'll talk about admin after that. Okay? Everyone good with me clicking spinner? Okay.
All right. That sounds great. And Jeff, we didn't make this in Slater, but we totally should have. So you're right.
Dylan is a random winner.
Congrats.
Congrats to Dylan. And actually, I would say that a lot of people have been using Dylan's game loads. So I'm really glad that he is one of the random winners. And now I'm going to click this again, and I'm going to hope it works again. Oh, Dylan, it's congrats. No. Oh!
Oh!
Hey,
Casey and
nice
Kayla.
So we have another, just the final 2 of the random group. Although I would say that the quality of the games just across the board has been insane. And I was like, how are people going to do this within a week? And then we pushed it back. And then, there's been a lot of movement. And I'm just really, really glad that so many people got involved. So thank you loads.
Yeah, that's a good call out, because everyone here had basically a little bit more than like about 2 weeks, which is no time to be able to do this, to be able to pull it together. And like, that wasn't even like the games are coming. It was just like, hey, we're launching a game, due in a week. And we're like, we'll see what happens. Deadlines are good, but yeah. And the response has been incredible. So, yeah. And yeah, Emily, Melissa, Claudia, Jack, thank you. And just so much fun. And I look forward to seeing everyone at WebflowConf. So at whichever WebflowConf you're at, or I'll see you on Twitter.
And then all the competitors, I'll be in touch with you guys. There's going to be a session next week with Melissa, like we talked about, where we're going to be having a little look at Slater with her community. And then we've also got a session with Josh Lowe lined up. More information to come. But yeah, really excited to see so many people here enjoying it, getting involved with the competition. There will be more competitions to come. So if you didn't win or you're disappointed, don't be. Treat this as training for winning next time.
Well, and I'll say this has just been a great way to get to know everyone, and it's just so awesome. So I look forward to working with everybody in some type of regard. And yeah, so all right, well, we are at time. I appreciate everyone kind of staying over just a minute more. And yes, thank you again. Thank you to all of our contributors. Thank you to our judges. And thank you to just the whole community, and also like for Webflow for being such an incredible platform for us to build on. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So, awesome.
See you
Thanks
at the
so much.
conference.
Yeah, have a great weekend,
Bye.
everyone. Okay, bye.